Serves you right for making fun of my arthritis.
You okay?
Yes, all right. I'm just wondering.
Come on. Come on.
What do you think you're doing?
Making up me bed.
Well, I got news for you. This is my bed. What are you doing in here?
I'm Dr. Farrar. Just come from B block. You know what the screws are, never leaves you where you're comfortable.
Oh, well, they've made a big mistake. I share with Myra Desmond.
Don't know about that. Thought she'd flown the coop.
Yeah, she had some business to attend to, but she's coming back.
Sounds a bit far-fetched to me. God, some people tell you anything, wouldn't they? You can't trust nobody these days.
Yes, I've noticed. You turn your back for 1 minute and they steal your bed.
Oh, don't be like that. Just that this seemed a bit more comfortable, and me being half crippled with rheumatics, my only pleasure's a good night's sleep. You don't mind, do you, love?
Yes, I do. You're not staying here. I mean, why did they send you from Bebok in the first place?
It wasn't my fault. Lot of young buggers with no respect for their elders.
What's going on here?
That's what I would like to know. I mean, what is she doing here? I told Mrs. Reynolds Myra will be back.
No doubt about you, Brian. I bet you believe in the Easter Bunny, too.
She gave me her word, Miss Ferguson.
Oh, yeah, she'll be back when she's caught. But somehow I can't see the governor letting her share a cell with the person who helped her escape.
Looks like we're cellmates. Hey? Oh, don't worry, love. I'm sure we'll be combustible. Gorge, you poor buggers. Haven't got much in here, have you? Mind you, I've heard about the way you all carry on. Guess they figured it'll get smashed up anyway. Table's seen some games. Mind you don't make a hole in it, love. Got some sociable ones round here, haven't we?
Oh, Babs, for heaven's sake, take that thumb out of your mouth. You'll get problem teeth.
God, they never let up, do they? As if we haven't got enough troubles.
Well, everything right in here?
I shouldn't think so. It doesn't matter, it's only me.
Oh, here we go again.
All right, Dot. What's the matter now?
Nothing much. Don't worry about it. I suppose I'll cope. I have the past 25 years. Mind you, I wouldn't be surprised if this bed finishes me off. Still, I'm only a number on the office file, aren't I? Delete 1194, found dead during morning patrol.
Don't do that to me, Dot. Deaths cause so much paperwork.
Very amusing. I wonder how many women my age are forced to sleep on a bed like this.
But you've got the best bed. Didn't you change with Judy?
Yes, she certainly did, and I don't know what she's going on about. The beds are exactly the same.
It's all right for you youngsters. You can cope with a thing like this.
Oh, I'm a youngster now, am I?
Oh, I think I'll leave you to it. Now, Dot, don't you go dying on me. I've already made out the work roster for tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.
She's about as funny as dandruff, that one. The trouble is, they get it too easy in here. You try to do the right thing, never complain, don't give any trouble. Makes no difference. They still lump you in with the Myra Desmonds of this world.
Now, I would be careful what I'm saying about her. She's coming back, you know.
I wouldn't bank on that, dear. When the cops catch up with her, it'll be shoot first and ask
Oh,
questions
for
later.
God's sake. Did you have to put your denture in my coffee cup?
I didn't know it was your cup. Anyway, what's the fuss about? It's only one little tooth. Won't hurt you. I have it in my mouth all day, and I'm still alive.
Oh, well, I didn't think of that, did I? I don't know what I'm complaining about anyway. You've got my bed. You might as well have my cup.
Thanks, Jude. But I think I'll have my coffee in the white mug, if you don't mind. Well, it wasn't funny either. I can still feel a searing pain as the boiling fat came pouring all over me. I can see me flesh shriveling before me eyes, and I can smell the stink of burning flesh.
You're quiet tonight, aren't you?
Don't feel too good, Jude.
It's never shut you up before.
I reckon this is serious. Jude,
Eh?
with that gadget in your chest, you'd know a bit about heart attacks, wouldn't you?
Bit? Why?
How many you had?
Why do you ask, Dot?
Well, what's it feel like if you just had one or you're about to have one?
It feels great, you know? I mean, you haven't really lived until you've had a couple of heart attacks.
I mean, what's it really feel like? Is the pain just in your chest or other places too?
Dot, I thought that you had back trouble.
It's got nothing to do with it.
Oh, I see. Now you've decided you're going to have a weak ticker, is that it?
I've decided nothing of the sort. Just asked a simple question.
Give it a rest, will you?
No harm in bloody asking.
I'll tell you what harm there is. One of these days, Dot, you're going to be really sick. And you're going to be just like the boy that cried wolf. Nobody's going to believe you. I think it's her heart. She looks so bad.
Let her get some air.
Look, she was talking about heart attacks last night. I thought she was only griping.
Looks like she's got something to gripe about, too.
Where's the pain?
Right here.
And what's it feel like?
Like it's crushing me.
Is it her heart?
No, get a screw, quickly.
I'm not going to no hospital. I know me rights and I'm not going.
Stop fussing.
How is she?
Fighting fit, except for a suspected ulcer.
An ulcer? I thought it was a heart attack.
So did I. I got this terrible pain for days now.
Why didn't you report to Sister?
Well, didn't want to cause no one no trouble. I never want to complain.
She'll have to go to Wentworth General for a barium test. We'll know for certain then.
No.
Dot, we've been through all this. You'll have to go, and that's all there is to it.
Mrs. Reynolds, please don't send me to no hospital. All I need's to rest up a bit. A day or two and I'll be fit as a fiddle.
Tot, calm down. I thought you of all people would love to go to hospital. All that attention, nurses running after you.
Forgetting about me. I'm not going to be left there alone to die.
You are not going to be left alone. One escape this week is enough, and you are not going to die.
It's only an ulcer, Dot. Treatment of them is very simple. Probably only keep you a few hours.
You wouldn't lie.
Dot!
And what do they do after these tests and things?
Well, I suppose you'll be put on a diet.
A diet? First decent tucker I get since I've been inside. They put me on a diet. You can't win. I bet that's what caused it in the first place. That woman's cooking. Me back's been giving me billy out of tube lately. Might be pressing on the ulcer. And my legs are giving me trouble too. I can't tell you what I've been through lately. I think it's at me knees.
You sure you don't want to stop by the house? I don't mind lending you something, as long as you have it dry cleaned afterwards.
What's the point? Doctors always make you take everything off.
Norm couldn't get down to the bank yesterday. Thought I'd slip in down there while you were having your test done.
Gonna leave me with them quacks?
Maybe if there's something really wrong with you, they'll let you out. Did you think of that?
No, and I don't want to. I was paroled once. It was awful. Couldn't get back inside again quick enough.
Back into prison? Good Lord, woman, what's the matter with you? You sound like some senile old... How old are you, Dot?
I'm as old as my feet, so never you mind.
You've had your berry meal?
Yeah, I thought the food in Wentworth was bad enough.
We'll have you out of here in no time. The nurse will attend to you in a few minutes.
Just as well I brought me crossword puzzle. Last time I was here the whole afternoon, just waiting a few minutes.
Don't be rude to the doctor, dear. Now, I'll rush off to the bank, and I'll be back before you can say Jack Robinson.
Typical. Probably telling the bank terror life story. The bossier they are, the less you can depend on them keeping appointments.
You can have a read of my paper if you like.
Oh, no, thanks. I keep away from newspapers. Too depressing reading all that Holocaust stuff.
My name's Judy Rankin.
Oh, got a mate, Judy. Best one I ever shared with. I'm Dot Farrar.
Oh, I always shared with a girlfriend before I got married. Is yours a flat or a house?
Oh, prison, Wentworth. Ever heard of it?
Oh, never seems to be out of the news these days, does it? How long you been there, Dot?
Oh, God, donkey's years.
Oh, I bet you can't wait to get out.
I'm out already, aren't I? Nobody seems to notice. Sick woman waiting round these drafty hospitals.
Well, you can't have done too much wrong or they wouldn't be letting you out like this.
Oh, murdered me boyfriend. Just got sick of waiting. Can't say I blame. Nobody believed I had a duodental. Now I've got to wait here in pain for that Gladys to turn up. Discarded like an old boot.
Oh, I'm sure she'll turn up. Anyway, the medication will fix you up in no time.
What's you in for?
Oh, I come in first for hysterectomy. Then they discovered bladder trouble. They ended up taking it all out. Now they think I've got a liver infection.
I'm sure
and
you're in
they're
very
going
good hands. It looks like my lift isn't turning up. Nice meeting you. Better get out of here before I catch something.
Now, you sure this is where you want to go, lady?
Of course I'm sure. How much?
$32 worth to be exact.
I told you I wanted the scenic route, not a half-share in your taxi.
It looks like a demo. Look, I might drop you here, lady, if it's all right.
It certainly isn't. That's my home through there. You drive me right up to the front door.
Well, that's no door, sweetheart. That's a prison gate.
The prison officers are on
The
strike.
screws you.
We're on strike. Prison's been black banned, you can't go in there.
That's what you think. I just got out of hospital and I want to go home. Drive on.
Oh, no way, lady. We wouldn't make it through. Look, just pay the meter and let me get out of here.
You shed no fear, but I'll get $32.
Might be able to get you in if you're on official business. Otherwise, forget it.
I live here. And no mob of young rabble-rousers are going to stop Doc Farrar from going home. I want me cup of tea.
Hey, $32!
Officer, fix up that heavy, will you? But it's a jungle out there. I could have been run over 1,000 times.
If you'd just stayed put, you could have avoided a panic and a very expensive taxi fare.
Oh, I just slip out for a few minutes to see the bank manager.
Why didn't you call us before you left the hospital?
I don't phone myself, do I? Don't know the number.
You could have used the phone book.
That's what you know. I wasn't exactly carrying a lot of cash.
Where were you, Mrs. Frawley?
I had a small matter to attend to with the bank manager. I had no idea he considered
You
me such a-
realise, of course, that Farrar is a prisoner and you had no right to leave her alone.
Well, they assured me the test would take forever. With all my responsibilities here, heaven knows when I would have got to the bank.
And heaven knows what had happened to me trying to get back here.
Wait outside, Dot. And if ever you wander off again, you'll be treated as an escaped prisoner and put in solitary. Do you understand?
I never wanted to go to that place anyway. I need some rest, Mrs. Morris. Me veins are all clotting up.
Well, just see if you can make it to the kitchen, will you, Farrar?
I was critical last night and you expect me to peel potatoes. I want to take them tests, Mrs. Morris.
What tests?
You know, the ones that show how crook I am. The oxide's not getting to me brain.
I would have thought you were sick of tests by now, Farrar.
I'm not feeling too good. I think I might be coming down with something.
Yeah, well, you hang in there, Dot. Jude gets out of hospital tomorrow. You can have her bed.
Myra, Dot's having a turn.
I'm a bit sore, that's all.
I thought that medicine was supposed to fix the pain.
Oh, that stuff tastes awful.
Told have you been taking it?
Not for a couple of
Oh,
days.
you idiot. Jude, go and get
Yeah,
it for her, will
sure.
you? No wonder you haven't had an appetite.
I think you're going,
I'm
Brian.
going to get some medicine.
You just stay right where you are. You're sick, are you, Farrar?
That's right.
Was I talking to you, Desmond? Now, Farrar, I don't like malingerers. If you're sick, you go to the hospital.
I need me medicine, that's all. I got a pain.
Well, go and get it.
Mrs. Morris, quick.
Well, ladies, I've got some good news for you. It looks as though you could do with it. Dot Farrar will be coming out of hospital tomorrow.
Ah, good news, Mrs. Barry. I've sort of missed the old girl.
Well, the fact is she won't be coming back to Wentworth.
What?
Well, not for the time being anyway. The doctors think she needs plenty of rest and fresh air.
Honolulu.
Close. The farm, actually.